Hey everybody, what's going on? On today's video, we are talking about Motor City. This is a game by 25th Century Games. It is for 1 to 5 players, takes about 45 minutes to play, and is for ages 14 and up. We're going to do a quick overview, talk about it a little bit so you guys can get interested, and if you find this at a friendly local game store, local or non-local board game convention, that if you see it, you can go ahead and pick it up. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This is what you get within the game. In our Kickstarter, we actually got another little expansion, which we are really excited about. But we first really want to dig more into just the base game because there is quite a bit in the base game. So the point of the game is to get the most victory points over 8 rounds. And by going ahead and rolling out dice and taking dice and using certain actions to get the best outcome, that's how you'll be getting points. So first, you're going to make sure someone is the first player. You go ahead and decide that randomly. And then next, you're going to be rolling out all 5 of these dice. This is the number of dice for 2 players. You'll roll them out, and whatever icon shows up on the die, you will go ahead on each, like the gray's up there, white's over there, and blue is over there. So you'll go ahead and place in each square where those die faces are. So if you get the star here, car, so on and so forth. And there's even the wild one where you can pick any 4 of these actions, not the star action. That will get you more points throughout the game. So once you go ahead and roll them out, place them, the first player will go and they'll pick one of the places that they want. And once they take that die, they will first go ahead and resolve one of the bonus actions that's on the board. And then after resolving that, they will resolve their die. And whatever action is on their die, they'll go ahead and perform that and mark off whatever they want to mark off. Well, whatever specific action they chose to do, they'll mark that off on their boards. And then last but not least, you have these 4 sections on the person's board that they'll go ahead and put the die on one of those, and then they'll perform that action, whether it's testing, sales, production, or engineering. And they'll go ahead and do that action on their board, marking off more things. And then the other player will go ahead and do the same thing. They'll pick one of the die, do the bonus, do the die action, and then place it on their board where what other action they'll play. Now, when you place here, you can't have another die, or you can't have the otter token. Each player will have one of these. These come out after the first round of the game. So once each player goes ahead in this game, in a 2-player game, each player will get 2 dice, and then there will be 1 more die left over. And whatever that die is, both players will get the die face. They won't get any of the bonuses, and they won't place it anywhere here, but they'll just get whatever die result that was. And then after the round is over, you're going to go ahead over here. This is like a little speedometer, and you get points each turn. So it keeps going up, 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 and it'll get more and more points as you feed into it. And so like whatever you got the first round, usually me and Sarah only get like a couple points. You'll place it there. You could also get 0, but yeah, so then after you go ahead and score for your speedometer, you'll go ahead and take the audit die. This die tells you where to place your audit token on one of your 4 spaces, so that's going to kind of hook up one of your actions. Now, you can go ahead and spend money to get rid of it, but you have to spend money, which money is... it's useful to use to take that off, but mostly you want to be able to use it within your area, within your paper pads. So you'll roll that. Whatever that rolls, both players will take their auditor tokens and place it on their board. And then you'll go ahead and start the next round by taking whoever was first player, passing it to the other player that was not first. And then you'll keep going until you go ahead and go to the 8th round. You'll finish out the 8th round. and then go look at all the 4 bonuses you've accumulated. And once you get all that, you add it all up, see who's the winner, and then whoever has more points is the winner. And if you're tied, there's no ties, you just play again. And you go ahead and just try to win again. And if you tie again, you just play again. I'm pretty sure there is a tiebreaker, but it eludes me at this point. So this is a very great addition to Fleet the Dice game and Three Sisters. There are a few things though. The rule book is a little rough. We went ahead and went through it, and it was just a little bit of a bear for us to get through. But once you understand what you're doing within the game, the rule book makes a lot more sense. Still not, we'd wish that some of the placing for some of the rules were in the right, it flowed better, but nevertheless, eventually it will flow for you because you will play the game, you'll understand it, you'll ask your questions, and then once you understand the game, that's it. You'll fly through games after that. And that's why, we really want to dig into this, because once you get a hold of the game, you're going to just want to play it more, because this is a game with a lot in it. And just like Three Sisters, if you've played Three Sisters before, every time you've played or you play Motor City, it's going to be different. Three Sisters, likewise, is going to be different every time you play. You can focus on something different. So just like Motor City, you're going to be wanting to focus on something different, try a new strategy, see how many points it gets you. But that's just kind of like the beauty of Motor City. But there was another thing. There was a lot of icons. Within the rules. And again, you didn't really understand everything, or it was kind of hard to find for those that have issues with eyesight. It's everything's pretty squished in there. And so, I don't know how to make that better, but it's a pretty tight board. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the game. That's pretty much what I have to say about Motor City. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And I will also leave a link to this game in the description of the video for BGG, so you can look up more. And I'll also go see if 25th Century Games has a link, and then I'll go ahead and put that also in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and figure out, if this is a game that you want or a game that you might pass on. But I would recommend that you go ahead and dig into it. I did hit the rule, or say, I hit on the rules a little bit, but I think after you get through the rules, it's just a game that, if you like rolling rights, that's the thing. If you don't like rolling rights, you might just well pass this one. But if you like rolling rights, and if you like combo-tasticness of a game, getting like that, you will enjoy this. And that's another thing. It's a great combo-tastic game. There is a lot to keep track of. So if you are someone that gets distracted easily, or you're a rambunctious game group, when you play this game, just if you can get lost pretty easily. I got lost a couple times while playing this and trying to make sure I got everything that I needed to get, because there's a lot of bonuses within this game. And if you don't keep track of those, then it's gonna throw you through a loop, and you might miss out on some things that you should have gotten. So just like other games in this line, if you gotta keep track of what you're doing and be mindful of other players. And just because you're a little faster than somebody else doesn't mean you can go ahead and jump on them. I kind of broke that rule with my wife. I was like, "Okay, are you done? You ready?" And she's just in there like, "No, I'm still working on my end." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry," because I know that there's a couple of times where I just lost track. I wasn't even distracted by anybody else. I just kind of got lost in all of this. If you don't keep it nice and tidy, you could get lost and miss out on some things. So without me blabbering on anymore, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope this was interesting. But yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Maybe we'll do a video on this, like a gameplay video, not sure. But again, hope this sparked your interest and that you look this up for yourselves. All right, everybody. See you later. Toodles.